We have here, we have a PS5. It's a disc edition. This is the CFI 1115A model. So I ended up buying this from a customer. I diagnosed it yesterday for what it is, but this system does not take a game disc. So the customer said the system ended up going out, like the disk drive went out a couple days ago, and then the system had an update. And being that it needs the disk drive to do the update, it's now stuck in the safe mode. Because try to update, obviously it couldn't find the disk drive, and it's stuck there. So I told him, did the diagnostic. I said, hey, look, it's a case of the disk drive is fine, seems to be, but the circuit on the board itself is damaged. So it seemed like a fuse is blown. He didn't want to get it repaired. He didn't want to pay the money to repair it. So he was going to buy another PS5, which he ended up going out to do. But I said, hey, I might as well just repair it for you. See, it'll initiate, it'll pick it up like it's on right now, just turned on, but it's not pulling in the game disc at all. So I ended up buying this system off of him. Technically gave him $150 for it. Keep this over here. Lights off. Let's unplug everything. Just gonna pop off this top cover. The system is completely clean, flawless. Like, this looks completely brand new from when I opened it up. He said, he barely played it. He barely plays any disc games. It's the main voltage rail. So if I touch this here, this 12 volts, that means the power supply is good. We got power coming in. Obviously the system power's on. But over here is where the connector is for the disk drive. So if I touch one side, I see I'm not getting anything. Should be probably about 5 volts. The 2 in the middle should be ground, and then the 1 on the end should be 12. So we're getting 12 on one side, but we're not getting 5. Or we're not getting 5 just because it's not powered on. Let's plug this in. Let me first unplug this. So 5 volts should be present as well if I have the system powered on. Damn. Take a minute repairs, I'm gonna help you. If we have this 5 volts, once it's powered on, the 5 volts supposed to be sent to the board that's on the drive itself, so that it can power the board. But it's powered on. We got blue light, so we should get 5 volts from this. Let's see if we do. We're still not getting 5 volts. We're still getting the 12, even on the fan connector. We get 12, but we should be getting at least 5 volts on this side. So I'm going to shut it down. We're going to take the board out because the circuitry for this connector is on the other side of the board. All right, so the circuitry for the drive itself is here for the drive and the fan. They're all on the sides. F5041 and F5042. One's for the fan, one's for the disk drive itself. So I'm going to, let's see, get this under the microscope. We're just going to test these fuses just to see if we're getting the power that's needed to them. That's this fuse here. F7502 is the other fuse here. So one's for the fan, and I believe this one is for the F7502. I believe is for the fan itself. So I'm going to put my meter in continuity mode. I'm going to touch the 2 probes together. It should beep. You hear that? So now if I touch both sides of the fuse itself, I should get continuity. So So that means that fuse is good. Let me check F5401. Check on this fuse. I should get a beep too. If it's good, it's going to beep all the way across. If it doesn't, I'm not getting any beeps. I touch the probes together, get a beep. I touch here, get nothing. So I'm more than likely this fuse is the only thing that's a problem. So this is probably what's bad on this. So I'm going to change out this fuse. I'm going to get a spare one from another board. It's good. We've got continuity. So we're just going to pop this off the board. Even if I touch here and touch here, it should beep. It's continuity across the circuits, continuity here. Just plug in the power. Just going to see if now put it back on voltage to see what voltage we get. So if I'm correct, like I said, I should get 5 volts from this line over here. So the first one here is 12 volts. We're getting 12 here. Let's see if we get anything on this side. It's steady though, but it's powered on. We have 5 volts. So when the system's powered on, that 5 volts is what's going to go to the disk drive to power up the board so that this board here can see that and communicate with each other. Let's power this down. Just want to make sure at least turns on and pulls in the game. Pulls in the game now. Alright, so we have our USB that's been formatted with the update file for the PS5. So as we can see, we only have, on this model, there's only one USB A and then there's one USB C connection. I'm going to plug the USB drive into the USB A. So we're going to open this back up to see why it's not reading any of the game disc that I put in. Again, we'll do it this way. Obviously. So right here, I'm checking to see why the disc wasn't spinning, because that was the issue. It wasn't spinning at all. I heard it clicking to read, but it wasn't spinning at all. So I had another drive from another system, like one of my donors, and I said, you know what, let me check to see if they're exactly the same. More than likely, probably the laser's the problem, or the entire motor is the problem. Might be able to take out the laser. Dang, I wonder if the lasers are different. Take this one out here. Let's open this up. What game is in this? Oh, it's the FIFA. I ended up swapping out the laser head itself from the newer drive into the older one that's for this, because the boards are actually married to the PS5, so I just swapped them out. Alright, so you can hear the disk drive spinning now. The CD's inside. It actually loaded up and installed the FIFA 16. Let's eject it. The FIFA 16, you want to put it in. Notice it a lot. Obviously it's going to vibrate more just because it's outside the case. The case isn't on top, but FIFA 16 is loaded. So I loaded up the game. I did play for about half an hour. Everything worked flawlessly, worked fine. I didn't end up having a PS5 title that I tried out as well. But I put everything back together. I believe I ended up selling this system, but it ended up working out well. So what this customer didn't want, I ended up gaining from it. So if there's any questions, leave it down in the comment. If you like this, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll make another video and see you in the next one.